𝚤𝚄. Jungkook, seriously, you are working too hard. You need proper sleep to perform the best. He sighed while you continued to please him to stay home and relax. Come back was 𝚤𝚃. He was practicing day and night. Every day he would complain about his sore muscles, but would not listen to your advice for him to relax. But you decided to be firm this time. His health is no joke. He has to take care of himself. The past memories of him being injured played in your mind. The kind of pain he was suffering when he got stitches in his leg. Fisting the hem of his sleeves tightly, you looked into his eyes one more time in a hope that he will get convinced. None of his expressions changed. He was still looking towards the door, waiting for you to free him so that he can go without being rude to you. Rather than freeing him, you stood in front of him, folding your hands over chest. You are not eating properly, only surviving on instant noodles. You rarely sleep. Just look at your eyes that are swollen due to endless, sleepless nights. He tightened his jaw, and rolled his eyes in annoyance. He took deep breaths to calm himself. He was trying hard not to let his frustration out on you. 𝚤𝚄. Just this time, Cook. You are really unwell. Due to overdoing your vocals, your voice is hoarse. Is this what you will give to the army after their long waiting? You kept keeping forward some genuine points so that he will listen to you. His mind buzzed, but you kept on nagging. He was losing his patience. 𝚤𝚄. Jungkook. You cupped his cheeks with your hands, but he jerked off immediately with a little force that made you back off. Jungkook. Enough 𝚤𝚄. You are not a baby anymore that you will cry like this. You know, when you have to work you need to follow some rules and regulations. You have to do as the company says. He bellowed. His voice made you flinch. The anger that he held in his voice oozed terror in your body. His dark expression was enough for you to tear up. But your tears just made things worse. He wasn't able to handle your tears. Your tears were his weakness. That only helped to raise his frustration. Unable to let his anger in, anger spiraled out of him. Jungkook. Stop it 𝚤𝚄. How can you cry? I didn't even say anything. I am also a human. I can be loud too. You have to understand it sometime. You just spill tears at every word. Jungkook. Sometimes I wonder why I fell for a street *P like you. Every time I need to take care of you like a baby. Jungkook. You are a burden to me. Plus. These were the last words he said before shutting the door forcefully after his departure. Leaving you numb, the last words kept ranging in your ears. Were you really a burden on him? You hide yourself inside the blanket and sunk in the bed, letting the tears wash your pain. Jungkook. Though I left the house, not for a single second I was able to focus on my work. Whatever she said was completely true. I wasn't able to sing properly. 𝚤's little figure sobbing under blankets was playing in front of my eyes. She must be crying by this time. I was too harsh on her. Leaving everything, I just went back home. Time skip. The room was dark, not a single beam of light was detected. But my ears captured a faint sobbing sound. It was of my baby. I switched on the dim lights. Her little body curled into a ball. Putting aside my jacket, I sat on the corner of the bed. She hid her head inside the blanket to avoid my loving gaze. Jungkook, baby, I cooed in her ears, which was replied back through an eye roll. She is very hard to convince. I back hugged her body, my strong arms preventing her from moving. Jungkook, you know I can't hold back my anger, and whenever I spot you tearing up it just makes me restless and I let out my entire frustration on you. I only hope that she might forgive me. Jungkook, I can't take my harsh words back, but I didn't mean a single word of it. Her sobs were fainting by the passing second. I hooked her more. Jungkook, you can never be my burden. You are my pride, my precious gem, that I have the pride to carry my entire life. Getting no reaction from her, my voice trembled saying the last sentence. And the same salty tears that she is holding made their ways into my eyes. A little sob escaped my mouth, though I tried to control them. Listening to my sob, her heart ached. She turned towards me. Her teary eyes locked. That 1 second of her complete glance was enough for me to relax. Lifting her head, she kissed both of my eyes. I know, Jungkook, but sometimes it's better to think twice before you say. What you said really broke my heart. Any bad word from a loved one always drains the grin into you. I was upset and will be upset if you keep repeating this mistake. Her eyes were red. I got hot stabs, as if her words were showing the pain that I gave her through my words. Jungkook, I won't repeat it ever, I assured her, rubbing off the tears in her eyes. I love you, Cook. Please stay healthy for me. I can't live without you. She shrugged herself into a tight hug. The remaining tears came out, but this time we both were crying in each other's arms. It was more peaceful than crying alone. Jungkook, I will take care of it. Please don't cry. She nodded. Giving me a flirty look, she said, Kiss me, Cook. My lips are hurting because I shouted a lot. She pointed her pout. Jungkook, a very lame excuse, but I like the idea. Pulling her closer through the neck, we hooked our lips, showing our love to each other without words.